I'm just gonna have to bear with me here. I turned the comments on, but I'm not gonna be actually looking at y'all. All righty. Let's see here. There we are. Hello, loves. Welcome, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome to 50 Essentials. My name is Josie. Ooh, this one is live. I forgot to make it unlisted. So the earth signs are actually going to get their videos first, even though they're the last video that I'm shooting. This is hilarious. Okay. So this is the earth sign video for November 2024, and it is a pick a card video. So what I want you to do is think A, B, or C, because you're going to choose the messages you're going to listen to. I'm pulling the cards for the groups right now, so you have plenty of time to choose your group. And you can listen to more than one message if you like. It's not going to affect anything. It's whatever resonates with you. A, B, or C. And for those of you who don't know, I am definitely doing personal readings. So you can go to my link tree and you can follow the directions on how to schedule. They are there. All of my information is in my link tree. Link in the bio, whatever you may have it, depending on where you're watching this. You can get to my YouTube channel that way. And my awesome products. You can get to my coffee until I can get some more of my TikTok shop. All right, loves, earth signs. Let's get it popping. We got group A that we're starting with for their highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. Ooh, what's the story? Oh, Lord. Oh, oh, don't you just love it when there's a very pointed message? Earth signs are definitely dealing with romance, okay? With a romantic situation, like out the gate. That's how we gonna start. We got all that glitters, okay? We've got the angel of love. We've got the lover's card. Trouble. And then we've got the queen of swords. Queen of swords. All right, so here's the deal. You beautiful earth signs that chose group A. Aquarius or Libra person. Gemini is coming out twice with the lover's card that you may be connected with, whether you're together now or you've been together before, because these are November readings, okay? This air sign person is like, how do I put it? You know how sometimes people will literally have this whole situation made up and you won't have any awareness of it because they recognize you on a soul level, and they're getting all of these messages and all of this information, even though you may not be on the same page as them in practical reality. They're like, oh, you're it. You're the person that's been in my dreams. Like, and this is for maybe someone you don't know. You may meet somebody in November that's an air sign person that is literally like, it's you. And you're like, whoa, what's going on? Like, what do you mean it's me? Blah, blah, blah. And I understand those situations because it happens where you feel so strongly there's this connection. You recognize that person on a soul level. However, that person may not consciously be connected enough, awake enough, whatever the case may be, to even understand what's going on. So I like to caution people in these situations. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like it's coming from the air sign to you, earth sign. However, it could, happen around you, coming to you, from you. That energy does its thing, right? But in these situations where one is consciously aware of the spiritual connection, the other one may not be. That is when you have to have grace with yourself. And I'm speaking about the air sign person. Anybody who's having this issue where they meet somebody and they're like, oh, you're it. You're her, or you're him that has been in my dreams, or I have been interacting with on the astral plane. Understand that the other person really may not know that it's happening. And they may think that you're absolutely bonkers. Okay? Don't be so like upset just because they don't like, come at them normal and let that unfold. Don't come at them and be like, hey, we're married on the astral plane and we got 3 babies and all this and that. Like, don't, if you want to have something with this person in a practical way, um, yeah, ground that energy and just kind of, I don't know. You got the all that glitters card here. Okay. All of this is some really potent heart space energy, and it could feel very spiritual. It could feel destined. It could feel all kinds of the feels. But just understand that if one person is not consciously aware, it can be disappointing. You could end up throwing the baby out with the bathwater because you're not just pacing it, observing, taking time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, group A for my earth signs, that's the first message that came out. One of those kind of spiritual stalker type people coming at you because they done had a whole experience on a soul level with you that you're not even aware of, type situation. And again, if it's you, hey, it is what it is. I gave you your little tips, you know what I'm saying, of how to not ruin that. um, for others of you, for others of you, I feel like the group A earth signs in November, there's going to be some kind of situation where you experience a higher octave of love, some kind of spiritual love, some kind of, like, there's this huge event that happens where you just really are in the bliss, and we like to call them bliss energies in the ascension community, but you're going to be, your heart space is going to be expanded. Now, some of you may get results of something that you've been practicing, like a meditation, breathing exercise, or whatever, because you've been purposely trying to expand your heart, and you're gonna get what you ask for in a big way. It's gonna be great. However, others of you, it may happen spontaneously through the energies that are going to be coming in, because there's going to be a period of time in November where there's going to be this huge heart opening for like everybody, but you're going to really feel it. With this Queen of Swords here and the Angel of Love, very spiritual message. These two energies combined is talking about the heart and mind coherence, like working together and having a higher divine intelligence, really walking in the wisdom of the divine, and really moving into what would be called the golden age here. Moving into a space where everything seems to be luminous, glowing. Colors are different. This is you may be group A, you may step right on into fifth dimensional or above reality and have some moments, group A, okay, where you're seeing things, and maybe you don't have anybody to talk to, because not everybody has met their soul fam and interacts with their soul tribe and all this and that. And I feel like with this Lovers card, this is one of those things where you're gonna have to feel you're gonna have to feel comfortable. No, you're going to need to take the steps you need to take to be around people that speak your language, because you are about to have a very deliciously divine activation, and you're definitely going to be in that energy. You're going to be feeling that bliss in November. I don't know how long it's going to last, but you're definitely going to be feeling it, and you're also going to be getting downloads of information, and you're going to be, for some of you who have not stepped out into your purpose of speaking, you're going to finally start speaking and sharing what you know with others. For my group A earth signs, you're going to just be filled with so much joy and expansion. It's going to be awesome. There's a breakthrough here, most definitely. And you're going to be making connections with other people that you're supposed to be connecting with. This is an Aries Libra axis type thing. No, is it Aries? Yeah, Aries Libra axis, where there's the you that it's been this whole time as the individual, and now you're going to be interacting with the other outside of you. And when I say the other, I'm definitely talking about more than just people, interacting with the plant life around you. Like, things are just going to be speaking to you, because you're going to be more aware of the vibration, your vibration, in relation to the vibration of whatever it is that you may be focused on at the moment. It could be as simple as a pencil or as complex as a person. You got some stuff going on. That's great. I'm gonna leave that at that, because I'm like, look, I got 2 more groups to read, but this is intense. So yeah, group A, that was for y'all, and that was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, for my group A earth signs. We're gonna move on to group B. Oh Lord. Okay. Group B, you got the Hermit. You've got the 9 of Wands here. You've got the why card, literally. You're asking the question, why? Okay, why? And then you've got all tied up. Okay, so here's the deal. This is interesting, because you've got the big question mark here talking about why, and you've got the prison guard outside of the cell, but then you've also got the person inside of the cell. You've got the person that's trapped inside, the prisoner, and then you've got the guard outside. I would ask that same question too. Why? Because why am I seeing both perspectives? In this whole spread, the way that I'm understanding it is, with this Hermit card here, my group B earth signs have the ability to be the prison guard or the prisoner. You can change perspectives. However, if you don't utilize the Hermit card, if you don't use that little bit of light you got, you won't be able to move at all. You'll be stuck as the prisoner, right? You can move from prisoner to prison guard. But again, I guess that's the first step before you move on to the next thing, because there's something after prison guard. After you move from prison guard, then you'll be able to realize, okay, what am I guarding? There's nothing in there. I'm out here now. And then you move on to like the next thing, which is walking away from that whole situation. So there's steps to this, right? But all of your answers can only be attained by utilizing this little lantern. The amount of light that you have is all that you need to see what you have to see for the next step. So if you're looking at the whole big, all the way to the end situation, that's why you're stuck in the prisoner stage. You got to look at what's the very next thing, because that is what I have control over. Okay, and when you're using this light, my group B earth signs, when you're using this light, what you're doing when you're in this hermit mode and you're using this light is you're utilizing the light to gain small bits of information. This is like a Gemini thing, a third house thing. Instead of going for the degree, you'll go for the short certificates first so that you can make the money that you need to make working while you part-time go for the bigger degree type thing. It's about a strategy. It's about doing things in a way where you're not biting off more than you can chew. The whole elephant situation. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time type thing. Okay. Because I feel like everything is overwhelming. And in that overwhelm, between feeling trapped and feeling like you've got to protect nothing, right? Because, and I'm not saying you feel like you have to protect nothing like in a practical sense, but whatever you're feeling like you have to protect is not there anymore and you don't realize it. This Y card is not as hard as you feel like it is. So you've got to be willing to take the little information that you get at a time and then actually put it to practical use. Again, third house type, Mercury type thing. Apply what you've learned. And then learn again and apply what you've learned type thing, instead of trying to master something and then go all the way to the end. Okay? So that's what's going on for group B for November. I know that this is between you and you, group B. Like, this is you getting out of your own way. This is you saying, like, letting yourself off the hook as well. This is you letting go of why you can't do this the way that you're trying to do it, and understanding that the answers are there. They're just not the way that you want them to be. Take what you can get and work with it. And if you're not used to having to work with what you got, you're going through a lesson of learning to work with what you got. Okay. But those are the messages I have for group B for my earth signs. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to group C. There we go. Group C. Oh, this is fun. We've got patience. And I know you can see through that card. Patience, we've got message in a bottle. We've got Page of Pentacles here. And we've got the Empress here, okay? The beautiful Empress and the Page of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, there's a dynamic between parent and child, okay? Group C, earth signs. There is a parent-child dynamic that requires patience, okay? The solutions will come. This message in the bottle card is talking about having faith that you will get the solutions that you need in a timely manner because you feel a sense of urgency, but that sense of urgency is not real because it's based off of your timeline of what you think may happen compared to the timeline of this child or individual's personal journey, their path. You don't know when what's going to happen. You're just in prevention mode, mentally and emotionally. You're not even really expressing this to that person, though. Page of Pentacles energy is of the earth sign flavor. It is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, right? But then we got the Empress here as well. So you may be an earth sign parent dealing with an earth sign child, but the way that I feel about this spread, it can be any parent dealing with any child. There is also a Native American theme to this. So some of y'all may be like, you may be dealing with shamanism, or shamanism may be prominent in your life, or there's some kind of Native American spirituality stuff going on here, right? Um, you got the number 15 and 16. So there's a succession. There's the spiritual messages, and then there's the spiritual action. And I feel like it's busy work to get out of your mind and out of your emotions about whatever's going on with this page, because it's their path, it's their free will, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You're the guide, you're a guide, and that's all you can do. So once you've given advice, once you've said what you've said, that's all you can do. So in the meantime, I feel like you're just leaning, or going to be leaning into your spiritual practice to keep you from losing it. Some of y'all got to be dealing with teenagers, because I know this feeling. I know this feeling. So, love to you when it comes to the teenagers, especially where we are now, because they're awake, but they're also dealing with the most tragic version of society at the same time. It's dangerous out there, but what do you do? You know, it's a rock and a hard place type situation for sure. For some of you who live near water, it's definitely going to be beneficial for you. And if you're not practicing shamanism of any sort, or how do you say it? And the word Cherokee comes up too. Native American spirituality, you may be interacting with someone may be helping you. That is a shaman, or does some kind of Native American spirituality, maybe Cherokee in lineage. Very interesting, for sure. Group C, I think this is because there was such a mixture of spirituality and real life, like how do you say it? Practical life, I should say. There's this duality, but it's coming into oneness. It's taking whatever it is that's spiritual and utilizing it to navigate the 3D. That's also happening here. So for those of you who are not dealing with children at all, you're literally in some kind of practice where you're actively practicing, actively receiving messages, and taking that information and putting it into practice, because you are intentionally navigating the 3D this way now. Like you're utilizing it as a tool for whatever it is you're trying to build, and whatever you're building, you're at the pentacle stage. You're trying to get to the king stage. I mean, not pentacle stage, but the page stage, and you're trying to get to a king, but by utilizing spiritual means. There's a clock on the patience card. I don't know if y'all see it, but I think it's interesting because it's brick by brick. However, these bricks are very spiritual and they glow. You're laying bricks, but you also had to literally make those bricks before you laid them. There was a whole process. This process is not, it's funny because the process is not slow, but it's not fast because everything's happening in the now. I don't know what quantum field stuff y'all got going on, but yeah, interesting. Um, it's easy to get lost in those messages that deal with you getting so close to the divine. It's not easy to describe that, but I feel like November is a very highly spiritual month. I'm gonna have to do a energy update for November. It's highly spiritual for sure. I don't know what's going on with this energy. For some of you, if you end up conceiving a child, it's gonna be an earth sign. So yeah, those are the messages I have in the now. For everyone's highest good, thank you, beautiful earth signs, for hanging in there with me. Um, please like, share, and subscribe. Visit my link tree if you want a personal reading. And I will talk to you soon, loves.